week on Ask the Expert, we turn to Sheri MacMillan of MacMillan Estate Planning to debunk some common myths surrounding wills.
I certainly think everyone should have a will. If we do not have a will, we die in what's called intestate. It means that we're fighting the government for the estate to come back to the family. And obviously, none of us want to do that. No, because a will addresses only one moment of your life, one moment in time when you've passed on. But what about all the years before that? And what about all the years where your children are inheriting and your grandchildren? So a will is just one moment in time. It's certainly not an estate plan. So often when we craft a will, we assume that it's going to cover off our income tax in the estate, but we need to plan our tax planning separate of will planning. They're not one and the same. And so we need to be proactive specifically when we're doing estate planning to plan that tax, because a will is just a distribution plan. It actually has zero tax planning in it. It is certainly a myth. People will say, well, I've only included my children in the estate plan and in the will. But the problem is a will distributes that asset base to your children upon the moment of passing. And what if 2 years later your children go through a divorce? With the divorce rate being 50 and 60% across Canada, we are challenged. And so most of us, like the Queen of England, like her estates to stay in the royal family. Well, we are the same, maybe on a lot smaller scale, but we want our asset base to stay with our child, not their ex, if that were to occur in the future. And wills cannot provide that kind of protection for your family. One of the problems in most estates, as you know, is that ultimately people can end up fighting over an estate because that's an emotional time in life. So what we like to do is to figure out the issues in the family in advance, and while mom and dad still have authority, that they build the constructive plan, and that authority is taken seriously by the family members. We call it the Christmas question, and we ask our families when they're planning their estate, if your children knew that you've designed the estate plan in this particular way, would they come home for Christmas? If the answer is no, maybe we really do need to rethink the plan.